everything kind of originates from my habit of going to the studio every day when I'm home.
Okay.
And working on dozens and dozens of songs that are either already started or, when I get home from this trip tomorrow, I'll go to the studio and put all the ideas that I've collected in the past 2 months on the road into a computer, so I have them stored somewhere safely other than my phone, and maybe I'll start sketching one of them out. And so over time, songs become more finished, and some songs just seem to have, generate their own connections, and those become records to me. They look at this song, definitely needs to belongs to this other song.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, that's to the point of the current record. Those songs feel like they belong together. That's
absolutely.
There's something maybe more so even than recent records.
I think it's probably the most cohesive overall. It's like maybe one of the shorter periods of time that we've ever spent making a record.
How long did it take to do this?
A little over 4 weeks, but
to record.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But of course, many of those songs had been in.
Well, yeah, there are songs that are. I think the oldest one is probably "Hold Me Anyway," which is maybe 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, and it was just hanging around, waiting for the right moment to be
absolutely.
birthed.
Well, it was, there were different versions of it, and versions that. Well, I mean, we ended up establishing a rhythm. You were talking about it being a Glenn record. We kind of established a percussion concept over being just a straight drum kit, a rock and roll drum kit.
Yeah.
So we try to apply that process to all the songs, and picked a lot of songs that would work with this sort of deconstructed drum sound.
How many songs do you have in your computer right now that you haven't shared with us yet? At any given time, like sort of what are you working on? How many do you have that you have fixing to be done or to be released at some point?
Oh, I think it would be reasonable to say hundreds.
Literally. Yeah. I mean, it's sort of like an author. Well, what are you working on? Well, I'm working on 5 books at the same time.
I mean, it depends on what you call a song. I call a little snippet of a melody and a chord progression in my phone. That's a song. That's a song,
right?
Yeah.
It's just waiting to be fleshed out into a full thing.